What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 12 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. For one last time, we are taking the Zacian Calyrex team as part of my 5 rental teams video for a ride. If you haven't checked it out already, I highly recommend you do. It has a lot of really cool teams. So, looking at my opponent's first team, it is Zacian Dialga. It is Zacian, Dragapult with Grimmsnarl, Ditto, Urshifu, and Dialga. So this really screams to me these three particularly, and probably Calyrex in the back. It is a little bit tricky, just given the fact that they do have Urshifu, but Calyrex just fares really well into a lot of other things, and Dialga. It's actually not the best one in Dialga, but like, that's fine. I think Regigigas Weezing puts in enough work. We stop the Ditto, which is really important. So really hoping to utilize that, right? Like we're saying, you don't get to transform, and we can taunt it, so we can essentially lock Ditto into struggling, which is hugely important, and it really makes it so like that's not viable. I'm hoping we could see a Dragapult lead, so that is definitely something to be a little bit wary of. Okay, so we are going to see Dialga Grimmsnarl. Dialga Grimmsnarl is fine with me. That is a Max Quake into the Dialga and a Taunt into Grimmsnarl. Yeah, so we have a Taunt into Grim as well as a Max Quake into Dialga. This should do a really sizable chunk. We do have to worry potentially about a Max Warmwind, but I think if we can, I think with the +1, barring a weakness policy Dialga, we should be able to tank the hit and be in a really good position overall. And if we can get the, the Dialga low enough, we do have, I mean not the Dialga, the Grimmsnarl low enough, we do have the ability just to use Calyrex to kind of clean up. So feeling really good about the leads. We do, like I said, have to worry a little bit about a Max Dialga going for a Max Dragon, but at +1 special defense, we should be able to take that with Weezing and hopefully get them low enough that we can really put in some work, and then we can hopefully a second Max Warmwind, I mean not Warmwind, Max Quake should be enough to pick up the KO. And if we don't see Dialga Max, which we should, yeah, we are going to see Dialga Max, I really couldn't see my opponent doing anything else. So I think with the Quake, barring a weakness policy, we are in a very good position overall, just having a ton of damage on the board early on, taunting the Grimmsnarl to really lock it out and doing anything just puts us in a strong position. So we are going to see Fake Out. Okay, so not ideal for sure, but not the end of the world. Really good damage there. Let's see what we are probably going to see a Max. What? Yep, Wormwind makes sense onto Weezing. Yep, Weezing holds on. It is Life Orb, so that was actually really tricky. We're gonna strike the Grim. My plan is, if we can get you low enough, we can use Calyrex. Yeah, I need Calyrex to kind of clean up at this point. Luckily, we are having just the attack drop perfect. We are going to be faster than this Dialga, so we can stop any sort of screens. We will see a Max Quake come out into the Weezing, so that's fine here, right? Max Quake fine. We do have Zacian with close combat, so we can bring out Zacian here to get rid of this Dialga, and then we should be in a good position for the endgame. Perfect. Oh, and your trick, that's fun. Lagging Tail is great. We can bring out, yeah, like I said, we do have Zacian here. It is going to get the attack boost. We can just put on as much pressure as possible and try and get what can they have in the back? Oh, Max Quake. Let's Max Strike here. That was the wrong button. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, Sacred Sword would have been nice to prevent the defense drops, but not the end of the world. We do still have Gigas, which can still put on a lot of pressure and put Zacian in range of getting hit or getting KO'd by what's it called, by Calyrex. So yeah, we are gonna see that there. It should be Zacian in the back, and I'm guessing Urshifu. Urshifu would be Urshifu is fine. Urshifu is actually not fine. Urshifu is actually really bad. We are gonna see, yeah, Zacian. How do we do this? How do we do this? Close combat, Urshifu, and Ice Punch it. We have to KO the Urshifu, and luckily we are faster. If you are Sash, unfortunately. So we should. No, because you KO. You're gonna KO me, and then you're gonna get the KO with Urshifu. Yeah, because now you just have Sucker Punch. So a little tricky for sure. We will see the close combat come out. Gigas, yeah, there's no way Gigas is living that. I really wish you were banded. And so, yeah, we bring out Calyrex here. Sucker Punch just finishes me off, unfortunately. Yeah, because if I were, what's it called? Focus Sash. I don't like to pretend I was Focus Sash, but this is one of the times where if I was like Focus Sash with Will-O-Wisp, I could have just gone for that. You could say I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp because it's so common and go for a Wicked Blow, but yeah, you're just going to play it safe. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So a tough loss for sure. I think we were really close. I think I could have played it a little bit better, but it is what it is, and yeah, nothing to do but keep pressing on and keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is a Zacian Groudon team. Interesting. So it is Regigigas with Porygon 2, a Venusaur, Groudon, Zacian, and a Alolan Ninetales. So not something you see every day. Thundurus is tempting. I kind of like Zacian Weezing, or Zacian Thunder. I don't want to keep leading the same thing, but it just feels really strong. That's the issue. Yeah, it's very hard to want to bring something else right now. I mean, if it works, it works. We do have to be wary of what? We do have to be wary of Sleep Powder Venusaur because of the fact that you have the ability just to stop me off the bat. So I could deal with that by going for no, because yeah, that's tricky. Ninetales a Lucky, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. We have really good damage onto Ninetales with Weezing, and we have really good damage onto Regigigas with Regigigas. So we can just go for an easy Sludge Bomb and an easy Max Quake onto Regigigas. It's not easy, but it makes the most sense. I considered Zacian as a lead. I think this is definitely going to be a little bit better. Zacian Thundurus would have actually been fine, but you could max Alecki. We take the Lightning, as we're going to see no max Alecki, so probably a Volt Switch. That's what I think makes the most sense. Yeah, so it should be, like I said, a probably Volt Switch into the Zacian, or not into the Zacian, into the Regigigas. Thunder Cage. I don't even know what that does. You're gonna, okay, I get trapped. That's fine. Okay. Regigigas, no Focus Sash, so Magnet. Probably Focus Sash on the Alolan Ninetales. So you revealed Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is fine. Weezing gonna do a ton of damage here. The issue right now is we are okay. Perfect. Nice poison. I don't think it's necessary. You probably have Zacian in the back. That's my thought process. So if you have Zacian in the back, this is tricky. Because you are... Okay, yeah. We are going to see Zacian, so we need to double that slot up because of the fact that... What we could actually do is we could Will-O-Wisp and Max Guard. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say you are going to target into the Gigas. Yep, we are going to see Sacred Sword. Perfect. So, nice double up. If we get off the... Will-O-Wisp, we should be fine as sick. We're gonna hit the Will-O-Wisp. Love to see that. That means we're gonna be able to live a hit, and at this point we are in really good shape, right? We know that we can take a hit, and what we can do now is Sludge Bomb, KO the Ninetales, and just go for a Max Quake into the Zacian. We still have both our restricteds in the back, which should outspeed, I'm guessing, Groudon. So that's fine. We're going to see the Behemoth Blade, but with the burn and the lack of attack drop, you're not going to KO the Gigas. We should, yeah, we'll definitely be able to take a Freeze Drive from this range. You're going to hit a Blizzard, so a little unexpected, but it's still fine. Max Quake, going to get the KO onto the Zacian. And now at this point, it is going to be a 4v1. So we are overall in, I think, a really good spot. I think Thunder Cage was... How strong is Thunder Cage? Is it... I don't know what it does. Regigigas. I've never seen that before. What is your... Thunder Cage is base 80, so not even that strong, and it doesn't make sense, right? Like, I would have no reason to want to switch out, but, I mean, it is what it is. We are going to see Groudon come in. Groudon's going to max, but we still have a lot of tools to work with, so I'm going to click Will-O-Wisp, and I'm going to click Ice Punch, because we are... actually, wait. Let's click Giga Impact. Giga Impact does more. And oh, you're not even maxing, which makes sense, right? You're going straight for the Precipice Blades, and good damage. This means that we will be able to KO the subsequent turn. We are going to see Precipice Blades. It is going to miss Weezing, so as long as we hit, well, I mean, the game was over regardless. We still have Calyrex-Shadow to just go for that big Astral Barrage. So overall, I think a solid battle. We really, I think, we're able to utilize the lead. Like I said, I know it's not necessarily the most exciting thing in the world to constantly see Regigigas Weezing lead, but this is what the team does. We are switching it up soon, so we at least have that. And yeah, with the burn, let's bring out Calyrex just because I like Calyrex more. and an Astral Barrage at this range. We could be cheeky and go for Leaf Storm. I don't think it matters. You're also burned, so you're on a timer. We can click the Sludge Bomb, because that's our only damaging move. Astral Barrage should finish things off. So overall, I think, like I said, a good solid second battle. I think the Thunder Cage does less than Thunderbolt, right? Thunderbolt, yeah, Thunderbolt does more, so I think Thunderbolt would have been the right play for sure because of the extra damage, and I have really no reason of wanting to switch out Regigigas, just given the fact that, I mean, not Regigigas, Regigigas, given the fact that it is just such a hard hitter and had such a favorable matchup into Haunted, and I think then, yeah, we were able to really gain early momentum, and I think like a speed drop could have been huge, and yeah, Calyrex just gonna finish off this Groudon. So I've said it before, like 3 times at this point. I think a solid second battle. We were really able to utilize Regigigas Weezing. I think it is just such a powerful pairing for a reason, and just having that essential quote-unquote third restricted really putting in work. So let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. Alright, last battle of the day, and it's an interesting one. It's Cofagrigus, Torkoal, a Calyrex-Shadow, Yveltal, Stakataka, and Venusaur. I am just tempted. I think this just makes too much sense to not run. I know, like I said, it's not necessarily the most interesting, but Hard Trick Room is definitely a hard matchup, no pun intended. Not even sure if that was really a pun. So I think we need to stop the Trick Room, and I think the best way of doing that is Taunt Weezing. We will see Yveltal stack, so I am going to Max Hailstorm and Taunt. Yeah, Max Hailstorm Taunt is the plan here for sure. Floats in the air with an air balloon. Okay. No, that is not what we want to do. We want to Taunt stack and go for a Hailstorm onto Yveltal. So this is a little tricky because of the air balloon, right? Weezing cannot actually hit stack. But we know you're not Focus Sash, so that's actually really nice. But it means that we have to use something like a Quake. I mean, not a Quake, like a Strike or something else, which is not ideal. But I still think we're fine. I think we have the ability at this point to definitely stop the Trick Room, which is huge for us. We can stop the Trick Room for sure. And then we can burn stack too, if need be. I don't think that's... I think burning stack is actually potentially necessary, just given the fact that stack can very quickly steamroll. And we're in this awkward spot where I don't have to spend 2 turns dealing with it. No max. Okay, that's good for us. Yveltal should go down here. It goes down very quickly. Get the taunt off, stop the Trick Room, which is good. We also are going to start getting some extra chip onto the Yveltal. I mean, not onto the Yveltal, onto the stack. We do fire off the taunt, so no Trick Room. We do Gyro Ball, a little scary, but looks like a Gyro Ball into the Weezing. So a little bit more damage than I would have liked. We can fire off a Trick Room for sure. I mean, not a Trick Room, a Will-O-Wisp onto it to really kind of slow it down. If we do see a Calyrex, yeah, we gotta stop Trick Room more than anything. I'm fine losing Pokemon if that means they don't get that up. So Valroy, what is that? That is okay. Calyrex, that's fine. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Calyrex and go for a Strike onto you, because if you don't max, you go down. If you do max, you don't go down, but you get Will-O-Wisped. So, really doing what I can. Okay, so perfect. No. Okay, so you're really trying to get that Trick Room up. This. Really wish I had gone for a taunt there. It's fine. You're super low. Yeah, that's a Trick Room for sure. That's fine. That's bad. I thought we were gonna get the KO. Regigigas, you're letting me down. I mean, Regigigas is super healthy at this point. I can't Quake you. I'm gonna just strike the stack. This pops the air balloon. This should be a Glacial Lance and a Gyro Ball. Rock Slide. Okay. That's perfectly fine. That's fine. You are now on a timer because of that burn. And yeah, you are doing real big damage. We just go boop. That's going to do nothing. But we pop the air balloon, which is what I care about most. The big question, though, is... can I get a double protect? Double protect Weezing, huge. Calyrex has 1 turn left. 1 turn? 2 turns. Shakes off the taunt at this point, irrelevant. Actually, it is pretty relevant, so don't want to say that. I say we go for a protect here and go for a high horsepower onto stack. We really just need to. I mean, we're doing fine at stalling out. We don't get the double, which is unfortunate. Gyro Ball into the Gigas. High horsepower into Weezing. You are... Okay, yeah, I was going to say, you are burned, so we do have that advantage. We are really chipping away at this stack. Perfect, we do live. Get the burn for... God, I really wish that was going to get a KO. Now we do have protect for sure. So let me make sure I hit the right button. Home one last time, we don't want to do that. Sorry, this is a... Okay, so... Wait, how many turns of Trick Room are left? 2 turns of Trick Room. I just would like to double protect. I don't see a reason not to. We are going to unfortunately take quite a bit from stack on Zacian. Yeah, we are going to see that there. High horsepower, double up into Zacian. Hail stops, unfortunate. I say we still... Oh, come on. Let's go for the yeah, let's Will-O-Wisp here and close combat the stack. We should be able to live the double up, or we should definitely be able to take the Gyro Ball. If we don't get off the high horsepower, Gyro Ball comes out onto Zacian. We should take that. Yeah, we are going to take that. High horsepower into Zacian, please live. Loving all that bulk we put in. Lets us fire off a big Will-O-Wisp onto the stack, which in hindsight doesn't matter because we are going to KO it, but we honestly don't have any other option. So this can handle the potential case of wide guard. So we will get rid of you, then we will see the Zacian, or not the Zacian, Calyrex go down. So we have successfully stalled out Trick Room, which is very, very important, and it puts us in a really strong position for this end game. So the question now is, what do you have in the back? Torkoal, it's probably Torkoal. Torkoal is fine. Anything really is fine at this point. We can just double up into it. Torkoal probably makes the most sense. You're trying to, what is Chartor? I don't know. That sounds like, yep, I was gonna say that sounds like a turtle. Yeah, we don't have Trick Room at this point, right? There is no, yep, perfect. We have a Sludge Bomb onto you as well as a big close combat, and that should, even if it's, or we're gonna see Big Turtle. Big Turtle is fine. We still have Calyrex, so we're gonna be able to get off 2 attacks before you can even move. One of which should do, I mean, it's not like 100% over because you still are Big Turtle. But Calyrex should be able to do a significant chunk as, oh, okay. Big Turtle is a little scary. And okay, we get the poison. That kind of should see. It is a Quake, and it is an Zacian, so it's not 100% over now because you do have the special defense boost, but we get 2 hits before you can move, and we have the poison, so we have that kind of going for us. Astral Barrage does more because it's a stupid move. So I think we just go for a Sludge Bomb as well as Astral Barrage, and that should hopefully, yeah, we do this and we just do that. Yeah, the poison really gonna help out as, okay, well, Weezing gets the KO. Critical hit, that was unfortunate, but I think a tricky one. Trick Room, very hard matchup, but I think the fact that we really were able to stall it out so effectively came in handy, and I think saving that max from my opponent was a little bit of a risky one, but I get the point of like, okay, stack, not really in the best spot. We also managed to burn the Calyrex and get it so low, so a hard point for sure to justify. But yeah, overall some solid battles. We will switch it up for sure in the next episode, and yeah, with that, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.